No, crap. Oh, well. Yeah. Hi, I'm Tabiatsuhiro, and we're back for Doki Doki Literature Club. I got confused with my computer for a second. And last episode, we got closer to Natsuki, and read Natsuki and Monika's poem. So now, we're reading Sayori's poem.
Oh my goodness! This is so good, Matt! I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Well, damn, game, telling me I should have picked Yuri first. Are you sure you don't like it are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a mad poem.
Okay, my name's Maddie, of course. So I decided Mad would be a funny name. I was like, it'll make a line funny or some shit. And it's a mad poem. It's a crazy poem. It's an angry poem. Whatever you want to call it. I'm taking off my sweatshirt. Hang on. It's really hot in my room.
And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. Jesus. You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now.
The club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, man. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun, okay? That would be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you read my poem too, right?
Don't worry.
Oh, don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori's definitely Tavia. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
Sayori's also me. I procrastinate like a bitch. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Why did you wait until this morning when this is after school, I'm guessing. You could just done it during, like, lunch or some shit, like I do. Or a class before then. I used to do my math homework in my second block class. Because second block was third period. Wait, no. Or no, sorry. The second block was third period. My math class was... Right, I forgot in middle school I had 6 periods. There are no 7 periods, I think. But, like, it was my 4th period. And my social studies class, like, I was really good at, so I just always did my math homework in there because I was lazy at night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or, how should I put it? It just sounds like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
That was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah. The next time, I won't forget.
And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay. Yuri! Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. All these girls formed together, if they were mashed together, would become me. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. Guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri bears his face into her hands. I can't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It may take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form-fit the two together. The end result is both the style and the express... hang on. Sorry. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that I got into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. How about all of them? Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. I can't fucking read this writing. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green of the future. I bathe. Calm breathing air. Calm breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That just sounds like me flipping somebody off. I flip back. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. I'm Yuri. I didn't mean that. You didn't. She heard me complaining through the computer screen. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. I was, but I didn't think she'd hear me. But it took you a long time to read. It took like 5 seconds. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. It is pretty, I just can't read it. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, man. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than just tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left without nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay. Did my freaking... Hold on. I have to check something, I'm sorry. Is my thing still recording? Yeah, it is. Okay. There's me when I was a kid. Aren't I cute? You're taking forever to load. Game. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. There we go. Load faster. Okay. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I heard a click noise and I thought my thing stopped recording. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is the literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch read properly, damn it. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Mad did, too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own.
Damn, first of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Mad liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Game, stop lagging.
That's not what I...
You're just... Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Matt appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how did you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Ugh! Is everything okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Matt started showing up.
Damn.
Natsuki.
Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys.
Suddenly both girls turn towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Matt, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out.
God, I love Natsuki. She's so mean.
Help me explain that to her, Mad.
But wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Matt?
Well...
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's going to be... I'm sorry, Yuri. As much as I love you and I have a plushie of you, Natsuki. Yuri, you're really talented. But Natsuki has a point. I think that... I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. Oh my god, this main character is me. I think that conveying feelings in a few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job of that.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me.
Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we have talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulders. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise.
Thanks for noticing.
She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri? Yuri looks at me dejectedly. The face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either.
Well,
if you say so.
Hey! It sounded like you needed to apologize for me, Mad. Sheesh.
Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room.
Would everyone stop staring at me?
Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away.
Humph! Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all.
Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with everyone.
Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri.
Sayori.
I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help.
I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone read each other's poems, right? Everyone read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone.
Especially you, man.
And to be honest,
it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to.
So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. I love this character. No, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room, so maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for.
I disagree, Monica.
What about? Or about what?
That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having
fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright, well, mostly.
Matt, how about you? I was like, who are you talking to? Oh. Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Mad! Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Okay, anyway, I think that's a good place for me to end the video. So I will see you later. Join the League of Villains.